everyone, it's the Witchy Stitchers. I'm Morgan.
I'm Charlene.
We're coming to you from a 70-degree Colorado, unlike the last few weeks.
We're starting off the video with giggle fits.
Yeah, so...
It's going to be fun. Get a drink. Sit down.
Don't be drinking while we're making jokes.
Dr. Pepper through the nose is fun. Not.
So, I don't know, let's get started.
Yeah, why don't you get started? So, we haven't been here to irritate you since the
20th of May.
April. It was
what month are we in?
We're in June.
We're in June.
We don't even know where we're at. Because we said that we were going to come back to irritate you.
It was May.
No, it wasn't, because it was the weekend before prom.
Oh, yeah, it was.
And we were going to come back and tell you how prom went, and then we had stuff come up and more stuff come up, and apparently we've been busy.
Who knew?
I haven't been. Lie. So she had prom.
It was a lot of fun. Who I went with, we're dating now, so it's not much, but we are happy together. Prom was a ton of fun, so...
She was gorgeous.
I can put a photo in at the end or the beginning, it's whatever, so, yeah.
It was fun.
It was.
And then we had the band banquet. No, we had Dalton's concert, his last concert of the year, too. We had that in there, too, in the banquet. This was all within, like, a week and a half time frame. Is that it? And then school ended, and you had finals.
Did it?
I think so.
Did it?
And then, yeah. And then last week they went to camp. Excuse me, for band camp.
I'm wearing my shirt today, actually.
Yeah. She has emojis. They play instruments.
I feel like the drummer. It's perfect. It's perfect.
Because drummers are goofy. So, I wasn't a drummer, can you tell?
Yeah, no, she was the sweet little clarinet down here with the glasses down here on the bottom.
Sweet was not a definition I would use. They had a great time, learned a lot. Dalton's going to be moving up with the more advanced group for next year because he wasn't challenged enough.
Well, in the next group he's going to be moving into, they challenge us more. He'll be in my band.
Yeah, so, but they both had really good time. And then we're looking at getting things ready for football camp because that starts like, tomorrow kind of thing. And then they've got the rodeo parade that happens here in our town. Yeah, that happens this weekend. And so Dalton will be on the float for that. I think that's about all that's happened.
Well, we started work also. Oh,
yeah, and they started volunteering at the library. And last week was the first week that we didn't have any snow since...
No, but it rained.
February? I don't know. It's
all week last week at night it would rain, and I'm pretty sure where we were at, we were in tornado warnings the entire time.
They had fun. It was good times. And then usually we show you guys our post-crossing because we have just gotten, oh my giddy amounts of postcards. This whole video would be like, it would be Flosstube, it would be postcard too.
Postcards.
Yeah. So just trust us when we say we've gotten oodles. And hopefully if we can get back on track and life kind of, finds some semblance of normalcy.
I don't know what she's talking about.
I don't either. Maybe things will get back to normal. Says she who chuckles.
That's why I laugh.
And I don't remember when, because apparently my wonderful memory is not working today. We joined the, help me out, School of Magical Stitches
and Literature. It's the Harry
Potter one.
It's on Facebook and it's
So she signed us all up because I'm still banned from social media. That's another soapbox for another time. But she signed us up, got us set up on there, and it has been probably one of the most inspirational groups that we have ever partook in. Every week, for those of you who don't know, every week they give you like a homework assignment, and it has to pertain to something in correlation with the book that you're currently supposed to be reading.
We're on book number 4 from Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire.
Yes. I have not read any of them, but I have been encouraged to read them. I have watched the movies with the kids.
They're really...
I am not a Potterhead at all, but I am learning.
Yeah, she is.
Learning a lot. So, for example, like this week's homework, we were supposed to pick so the elves stole our project and they hid it in the Black Lake.
We stole something precious to us.
Yes, a project that was precious to us. That's what it was. And so you had to stitch 1,000 stitches in this project that was so special to you. Or if you didn't have one, or if you are doing other things, maybe like a birthday gift or something, then you had to do 300 penalty stitches. And so I chose Van Gogh, which of course we all know I'm obsessed with that one, to do my 1,000 stitches on, and you chose...
I'm making a cross stitch for my pen pal. She's like my best friend pen pal.
And she's in the Netherlands.
Yes.
And she had just a little over 1,000 stitches left to finish it, so...
Yeah, I'm actually going to finish it this week.
Yeah, so, yeah. But it's been really good. It's, for me, because she's much more disciplined than I am, I have got had such a ridiculous stash of whips that it's been really motivational for me to pull those old whips out and, you know, actually put some work into them. And so far, since the first of the year, I have finished 14 projects. So I have several to show you today since we've been here the last time.
I think I'm like 2 or 3 behind you.
That sounds right. She's at 11, 10 or 11.
12.
I can't remember. I don't know. Anyway,
BB-8 was 12, I think.
That's right. But it's been very, very good for us. There was some issues that went on, and, you know, she and I both decided to take the high road and not partake with the drama and all the blah, blah, blah. And, you know, we saw so much negativity come through on different Flosstube groups. And, you know, that's one thing that we said when we first joined the group, is that that's not something that we wanted to partake, wanted involved, wanted anything to do with our page. That's why we got rid of the first page we had, was because
of negativity.
Exactly. And so, you know, we took the high road, went about our stitching, and, you know, left it up to those who wish to
be children.
Exactly. And we're still stitching away, having fun, and
yeah.
And I'm learning a lot about Harry Potter that I did not know. So,
I'm going to start checking out the books for her from the library so she can start reading them.
Dobby is still my hero.
Dobby makes the books.
Dobby's
I mean, you can't have Harry Potter without Dobby.
My next mission in life is to find a Dobby cross stitch that I like.
Her. We found a few in there.
Yeah, no. So, anyway, we'll see what we find. So, off of that soapbox, that said, we have quite a few finishes.
Yeah.
I did partake, kinda, in Mania, like I said, and like we mentioned. No. We had so much going on. It was just absolutely crazy. And so, I only did 16 starts, and the majority of them are what I call smalls. Just things that I can get done pretty quickly. You know, they were kind of like rewards for finishing a lot of the bigger ones that I've gotten done this year. And I know that there's probably a couple finishes that I finished since I saw you guys last, and I apologize for that. I can't remember what all of them were, but I'm going to show you, or we are going to show you the finishes that we do have done. So, do you want to go first, or do you want me to?
Alright, so I have 4.
She's awesome.
Not as awesome as her. She finished 4.
Yeah, but she had in a school, she had finals.
I did.
She's been busy while she's getting ready to show you her finishes. She's been setting up visits, and I won't disclose when or where, but she's been setting up visits. She's going to go visit some colleges this summer. So,
yeah, that big.
With everything going on for her to be accomplishing what she did with her stitches, I think she did really well.
Yeah. So this is an FFO. Late birthday present, but he's happy with it. I finished BB-8, and so I'm very proud of this one.
Turned out so cool.
His little rivets, pardon the glare, you can see out on our deck. His little rivets around here are all his eye, or his little thing up here. They're all beads. I don't like my French knots, so I've chosen just to... Oh, the lighting just went crazy there. There we go.
Lighting. Let there be light.
Sorry, we went yellow there for a second.
I feel like a dandelion.
So, I decided to do beads because I just like the way beads look better anyway.
I think it gives it dimension.
It does. It makes him actually look like a robot because he already does anyway. He doesn't sass though. So I finally finished the hate project. I am literally, I put the last stitch in on this thing and I'm like...
We had a party.
We need to have a party. We need to have ice cream. I don't know. Anyway,
you guys didn't hear the celebration. You were like, "Ah, Morgan got it done."
So anyway, it's done. Not.
But see, this was another one that she was able to finish with the inspiration from Harry Potter because she did the browns.
This was my homework. No, this was homework one day.
Was it part of the homework? Okay. Yeah. So they have the weekly assignments that you can do, and then they also have what they call extra credit.
And I was going to do it for extra credit, but I stitched on it as homework at one point in time, and I took away, because we had to do 500 for the extra credit.
Yeah.
I had 200, I think, or something like that.
If that, yeah.
It was mostly backstitch, mainly.
It wasn't enough for her to have used for an extra credit, so she just finished it. She just sat down here one day and got it done.
Yeah.
Yay!
We were watching Flosstube, and I just... So, anyway, it's done. We're going to get it framed and then hung up somewhere.
I am so proud of you.
Thank you.
Done.
So...
This is so cute.
This is, like, my favorite besides BB-8. Actually...
It isn't, but to me, it looks like an old English sheepdog. That's what it looks like just a glance at. It's not. But that's what it looks like. It's so cute.
It's adorable. So, he's part of the series. I'm doing the hedgehog, and then there's him and the pig, and...
Oh. Hedgehog, lamb, pig. I forget what the fourth one was. It's that one guy. It's that one animal.
Rabbit.
Rabbit.
I had to cheat.
It's a rabbit.
Anyway, here's our little sheep guy.
Isn't he adorable?
He's amazing.
But doesn't he look like a sheepdog the way his little nose is right here?
Yeah, he does look like a sheepdog.
It looks like a sheepdog.
He was a pain in the behind to stitch because he's basically all white. And then he has...
It's 762 and...
No, the other grade, 415?
415.
Yes, 415.
Yeah.
White and 415 was just his body, so...
She made new words.
I hate stitching with white as it is. So, I know what words said. And
she did really well on that one.
Thank you. I finished this one right before graduation, actually. So, puzzles are a thing...
We're addicted.
That we do. We did this in a day. I started it, and I had it about a third of the way done.
And then Dalton and I came in, and that was that.
Yeah. Her stitching went to the wayside, and I didn't stitch it all that day.
Yeah.
So, I don't have him glued yet, so he's not completely done yet. But this is what he looks like. He is Charles Wysocki.
And they actually have this in cross stitch, and I looked it up. I was thinking real serious about buying it, but they changed... What side did I tell you? This size? Anyway, one of the...
They changed this side.
Was it this side?
Yeah.
All of these books down here, they completely changed them out. It doesn't even look like the same picture.
It's not...
It doesn't do
And they don't have the names on the binding either.
No.
And
some of them do.
Some of them did, but they weren't what's on here.
No. So, yeah, I was kind of disappointed because I thought that would be such a cool cross stitch.
And there's 4 more of him, I think.
There's 4 in this series. No, there's 3 in this series, I thought.
No, there's 4.
Anyway, there's one with like a kitchen scene and...
Apothecary and the suite. So there is
really
4.
Cool.
Yeah, the apothecary is huge, though.
Yeah.
My board's not big enough for him.
And I'm not a big Charles Wysocki fan, but...
These are adorable.
This is so cool.
When I first got it, I just saw the, like these top books. I didn't read the spines. And so then when I opened it up that day when we did it, I realized that they're like cat stuff. So like...
Well, yeah, so like one of them is...
like the sardines or...
This one is Poems for the Broken Wing.
Yeah.
Let's see, A Tale of Two Kittens.
Problems by Robin Wing.
Oh, Problems by... Oh, I'm sorry. And then,
there's
let's see.
Wallowing in
Garbage.
Garbage.
And there's another one called Sardine.
How to Catnap with a Smile.
Yeah.
There's some really fun ones on here. So anyway, that was...
It didn't take us very long. But it doesn't. I mean, we're such
They go up
puzzle
so
geeks.
quick for
They
us.
do.
Like, everything we see is just a puzzle, quite honestly. So it just goes up super quickly.
She made me yawn.
Stop that.
I know, right?
Just because the cat's napping doesn't mean we get to.
Can
so
you
anyway,
tell the sun's coming in, it's warm.
our
it's a
2
good
cats
day.
are down here sunbathing.
Right.
So anyway, that was what I got to work on. So
That's your finishes?
that's my
My turn?
finishes. Your turn.
Okay, so we've yapped for 15 minutes. I'm not going to apologize if this is a long video. If you're here, you're either stuck or scurry away.
You know where the delete button is.
That's
so.
right. So all of you guys know, oops.
Can I hit you with that now?
No, I might like it. So all of you guys know that I was doing the, oh my god, why do I forget the name of this?
You have it right in front of you.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
Oh,
You
I
have
did
to
it
lie.
right in front of me. No, it's right here in front of me. So it's the, the Stitch a Month ones, you know, words, because I can. So,
But you're a celebration.
yeah, your celebration. The heart. Oh, sorry guys. Heart and hand. That doesn't sound right. I don't know. Anyway, it's Kathy Haberman, so it is. And I had finished, and I can't remember if I showed you guys this, so if I did and it's redundant, I'm sorry. Just deal with
Actually,
it.
she FFO'd it, though. Because...
This is true. Maybe I did have it done, but I didn't have the... I can't remember. Anyway, so this is the way I finished this one. And so we picked... I picked the lace to complement the green, and it's a little bit bigger than what I had hoped, but I think it'll be okay. And then, of course, I finished it off with a butterfly to complement the butterfly in there. I stuck with the call for colors, the Weeks and the Gentle Arts. And then this is June's, and I absolutely, this is my favorite so far.
I love this one.
I just love the way that this one turned out. And then I found a little sand dollar button to put down there at the bottom, and I will show you when I get to that part. I'm working on July's now. So, and then I finished, I don't think I had this finished yet on our last video. I think I was still working on it. But
no, you hadn't even started it yet.
No, I started this a long time ago. But then, because that was part of my long whip list that I have. But train of thought derailed. Anyway, I finished it for Preston's birthday, but I didn't have it FFO'd because we could not find a frame. We could not find a frame that was even, you know, the skinny frames, because that's what this one is. It's tall and skinny. So we went to the Goodwill, and I found this frame with a picture in it for $2. Yay! And so... And I can't remember who this designer is either. It's called Valentine. Is it Heart and Head? Oh, I can't quit yawning. Sorry, guys.
It has a heart between the 2 words.
I can't remember what it's called. I don't think it's Heart and Hand, because that's Kathy Haberman. It's, I think that's Kathy Haberman. I don't know. Anyway.
It's the one thing.
But it's, there's a whole series. Like, there's a Halloween one, and I think there's a Christmas one, and
you can't, don't ask me.
Anyway, but I ended up finishing it for Preston, so sorry, I didn't mean to go on a total tangent there, guys, because I can't remember. And then this one I finished, oh golly, when did I finish this?
You finished it with some homework.
Camp. Yes, so this was a finish with the homework from, I'm going to have to stop the video and go take a nap. So, anyway.
Get something to drink.
Right. She's done. And I have a blue frame that's this color of blue in here that I think I'm going to frame her with. See, now you're doing it.
You started it.
I know, right? So, anyway, I'm going to get her framed so Morgan can hang her up. And then last night, da-da-da,
and that thing is so heavy, too.
It is. It's just a ridiculous amount of beadwork. So I got this one done finally, and I'm so happy with it. And I think I'm going to put it in a 6-inch black frame, because there's just a few black beads in there. But I'm really happy with him. So that is all of my finishes since we saw you last. Like I said, I've got 14 done for the year, and my goal for the whole year was 12, and we're in the middle of June, and I'm at 14, so go me.
Scenery Powder Group has been really good for us.
It's been amazing for us. So, oh.
Somebody got some cold water?
I know, right? Okay, so your turn.
Alright.
So we'll do our whips next, because we're
Yeah.
at 20 minutes, and I'm sure you guys are getting tired of us, if nothing else, of us yawning.
We may stop and get something to
Right?
drink.
While she starts on her whips, I will go and get us something to drink.
That sounds good.
Sound good?
Yeah,
Okay,
it
I'll be
works.
right back.
Alright, so I'm working on the flute bear. He's some of my extra cut. I've stitched like 10 stitches into him since we last talked, so please pardon the Ziploc glad bag thingy. You know what? We're just gonna pull it out. And yeah, Snoopy's talking too, so don't worry about her.
I'm going to kick her
This
outside.
is what he will look like. I love him. So, there's a needle in there. I've worked on his legs basically, and I worked on the stand a little bit. That's basically it. So, you can go.
That's a new word. I don't know what that means.
Tired.
I brought water.
Thank you. Alright, so
We should take a nap before we done our video.
Give me a second. Okay, I think, or whatever. Anyway,
What is this?
This is the pig. He's right there.
This is the pig. This is
7.
the pig.
Yeah. I only have a little stitches. I took him with me when I had to go to graduation to perform for band. So he went with me and was at graduation with me. I've been working on the black cats off and on. Where are you guys? I bookmarked you. Okay, so the black cats I have left are him, our house cat, and then him, the green one. We're calling him Mr. Green. And then, so this is where I'm at right now with the house cat. I'm almost done with him in all reality, actually. It's just I'm not looking for I'm not looking forward to the it's cranic gold. It's backstitched around the border. So, oh, sorry. The extra credit, one of our extra credits was to stitch on something while you watch the movie that was for these 2 months.
Goblet of fire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Words.
'Cause
They mean something. So this is what he looks like. I basically finished the... Are you right? Yeah, you're right. I finished the moon. I worked on his face a little bit, and then I did the border. I still have a ton of green. I have all the green around him. The cranic backstitch and his entire body. I am procrastinating on this one because his body is confetti.
tons of confetti. Oodles of confetti.
I hate confetti.
Van Gogh level confetti.
Alright, so as a reward to myself, and because I had to, I started something. So this is a new start. Carefully don't show the pattern. So this is a free pattern that I got offline. I've had it for a while. I've been waiting to work on him.
I smell donuts.
No, this is because it's in my box. My box.
That smells like ink.
Anyway, that's what he looks like.
I still smell donuts.
Actually, I do smell like donut. It does
That
smell
was
like
very
donuts.
random.
Alright, let's see here. Okay,
No,
here we
everybody's going to be like, thanks, now we want donuts.
Right, alright, so this is all I've done. This is 500 stitches right here. So I did the satellite. Stop yawning! Someone either ate a lot of cherries or is just really tired. And then I started, so...
It was pizza for lunch.
Yeah. So part of... She'd put it up. But up here... No, it's fine. Up here is the Death Star. And so the reason why we did that the way we did it is so when we dyed this, it's splattered. So my goal in this whole thing is to make it look like an explosion coming out of... Yeah. So over here, my goal is to make it look like an explosion coming out of the side right here.
So see up there, that'll look like the explosion.
Yeah. I have it folded.
There's a method to our madness.
There's a method. It's just a slow method.
It's just madness.
We're
She
all
had a lot
mad
of fun
here.
working on it.
I love this one. I'm having troubles with a ton of black though. Alright, so earlier I mentioned a cross stitch for my friend in the Netherlands. Her birthday is exactly a month after mine. We were born the same year, everything, but she was a month after me. So, as finding out some stuff, can you pop the hoop off of this?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. She told me some stuff and I realized, okay, I need to do something for her. So her birthday's coming up, and being in the Netherlands, I had to send it out ASAP. So this is a set, and I'm going to make myself one out of here also. But this one, Life is Tough, But So Are You, I'm making for her. I am a little over halfway done, I guess you would want to say. This is my homework for this week.
This is the one that she has just a smidge over 1,000 stitches left, so perfect.
It's not going to matter. The back stitch is a biatch because it doesn't follow the body of the stitch at all.
No, but like, Emma Congdon doesn't. That's what makes hers unique.
I love the stitch, and the color palette is gorgeous. I actually get to use some of the new colors that just came out.
Very pretty.
Okay, so this was a gift from her. Obsession with Hedgehogs completed. These little guys are amazing. This is a Rioli. Riolus? Really? I've heard it both ways. Cool. Whatever. Anyway. Oh, look who came to join us. Yeah. My baby.
No.
Alright, so anyway. This is Riolus, whatever. Anyway, I just finished the extra credit for these guys. So, I do have thread on my needle. Okay. Forgive the thread on the needle. Okay. So, this is where I was at. I've had this for a while. I've obviously extra credit and stuff. I'm going back and forth with my stitches. That mushroom is almost done. The mushroom's almost done.
And she got to experience both wool and tweeting in the same project.
Actually, I love this wool thread though. It sews up so much better than the other thread that I have, which I was not expecting. Once you get a bunch into one area though, it's really hard to fold over though. So
it's very pretty.
I love this one.
She's having a lot of fun with it.
She likes to eat the thread though.
She likes to eat all thread.
See? See?
I was hungry. My humans don't feed me. She lies.
Alright, that's all I have. That's the only whips I have.
That's your whips?
That's my whips. Cool. So yeah.
My turn?
Your turn.
So, I was crazy. Or crazier than normal. I put everything over here out of the way.
Alright.
So, like I said, I did some Mania. I did 16 projects of Mania. And between my Mania and between what I have left of my whips, I guess you want to call them.
Yeah.
What do you want to say?
28, 30?
Let's say, I'm about 35 now. So I've increased my to-dos, but I'm finding that it's very encouraging. Oh, apparently she's leaving. She doesn't want to partake in the whip parade. So I will try to go through these pretty quickly, so you guys aren't too incredibly bored. And these are in no particular...
We may have to stop halfway through so we can start another video.
Yeah, so we apologize in advance. So I decided to add July, well, June and July. They were part of, and now I have cat hair in my nose. June and July were both part of the cat hair. Part of the Mania. Obviously I finished June. And of course I didn't pop the hoop off. I apologize. This is where I've gotten to with July. I've been using this one when we do like little road trips and stuff. We had to take a drive up to Loveland this last weekend for some business. And it was perfect to take along the way for that one. And that one is, again, the Gentle Arts and the Weeks Dye Works fabrics in that one. But it's sewing up really fast. So, and then
so you have another whip in there?
I haven't started it yet. It's the Mermaid, but I haven't started it. So, this one, I picked up a whole bunch of these kits when a craft store that we used to go to a lot, bless you, they went out of business.
Thank you.
And so I picked up a whole bunch of these for next to nothing. And so I thought, well, what a perfect reason not to get them started. So this one is called, it's Mill Hill, and it's the Haunted House. And again, it was just a May start, so that's all I got started. I'll give them to you if you put them up if you would.
So the cat can eat the thread?
Faithful assistant, yes.
As she waddles off.
Here's another one, and I'm not even going to bother opening this one. You can just see. So that's how much that I have got done. Just a little bit. And then, again, another Halloween one. I love pumpkins. Absolutely obsessed with pumpkins.
Alright, this is not. There we go.
The thread's sticking out. This one...
I thought it was a hair.
Oh, hush. Is the Paisley Pumpkin. And I got a little bit more on that one done. You can see the picture of it there. And I think that's the right direction. That's what I got done on that one. So, I think there's one more bead one in here, but I'm not sure. I had bought this pattern quite a while ago. I want to do the bigger of the two, but if I had to be 100, I want to do that with the Preston. But, so I want to do this one for Preston, but this is the one that I decided to do for Mania. Hopefully you can read that one okay. And I used the fabric that I had left over from the key that I did earlier in the year. And so that's what, not much, but a little bit. That's what I got done on that one. So, and it's the Gentle Arts, and I think, yeah, there's some, actually it's all Weeks Dye Works is the thread, the called for thread in this one. And then this pattern, I have actually had this since we lived in Durango. So we moved from Durango in '97. So that tells you how long I've had this pattern. It's a Butternut Road pattern. It's called Summer Sampler. And I've never been brave enough to try it because it's a fairly good sized piece. If you do it on 18 count, it's 20 by 22. So it's pretty good sized. And it's all specialty threads. And I've had everything to do it. I just haven't been, you know, brave enough to tackle it. So anyway, this is what I have done on it so far. Just that little tiny bit. But like I said, it's just such a cool pattern. So anyway, that's what that one was. The next one that I decided to do, and I've had these to do for the kids forever, and I asked them both, I'm like, do you guys still want these? And they're like, yeah, we want those. So put them in to do them, the girls' room and the boys' room. And I didn't make a whole lot of progress on the girls' room, just because it was what I got started on it. So that was all the further I got on that one. But the boys' room actually worked out really well for part of the Harry Potter homework. And so I made, because the homework was transportation.
No,
you had to. Oh, it was extra credit, wasn't it? Yeah, the extra credit was you had to stitch something that had a mode of transportation in it, which I had absolutely nothing. So when I put that one in the rotation for one of my manias, it worked out perfect because there's a train down here. So that's how much I got done. And you had to do 500 stitches? Yeah, 500 stitches.
The only one you didn't have to do 500 on was the eyes.
The eyes. No, something that lays eggs.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I did the peacock. And something else on this one is that it was part of the homework, I ended up using it, because you had to stitch blue, red, yellow, brown, and then you could do one more in your favorite color for the colors of the...
oh, the champions and the that were chosen from the cobbler.
Obviously, she's the expert here. So I ended up choosing the blue, wasn't it? It was the blue in his pants I ended up doing up here on the game board for the 200, because you had to do 200. I thought you did
blue and Van Gogh.
No, I didn't do Van Gogh on that one because that one was part of another one that, part of the extra credit, and I wasn't doing both at the same time. Yeah, that's another soapbox. Anyway, and you only had to do 200 of each color. 200, 200 blue, 200 yellow, and so on. So I did the 200 blue in this one.
Yeah, because you were fighting with
overalls.
that.
Yeah. Yeah, and then I came up here and I did part of the game board. So, anyway. So I actually might do well enough on that one that I could get that one in for Dalton for Christmas. So, anyway. Oh, see, I told you I had another bead one. So, this one, there's actually a pair. There was the cappuccino, and then there's also the latte. And the reason that I never worked on this one is because it didn't come with all the beads that it was supposed to have had. And so I went ahead and I started it, and I contacted Mill Hill, and they sent me the rest of the beads that were missing from it. And that's how much I got done on it. And actually, I lied. This is what I did the 200 blue stitches on. I don't know what I did. Yeah. I don't know what I did.
Or did you do your favorite color in this one?
Oh, maybe that's what I did. Or maybe I did my favorite color in this one. Because I did blue. I don't remember. I just know that they were part of my Mania Starts. But this one's mine. I'm keeping this one. I made the latte a long time ago and actually gave it away. So I'm making the cappuccino for me. See how grabby she is?
She wouldn't give it to me!
Here, open that up. Make yourself useful. I don't have well, I kind of have a color picture for this one. I guess you can see. This was a free printout that came with the, I can't see, came with the color variations thread when I got it. And this is what I have done on it so far.
That's what she did for her extra credit.
I did for the extra credit when we watched
the movie.
The movie, yeah, the Goblet of Fire.
Yep.
And this is the color palette.
It's pretty.
So yeah, well, I guess I gotta hold it in front of the camera for you to see it. And then that one, and then this one. So anyway, and I've got both of those for both sets of the variegated threads that I had got. So I want to get them done and framed and kind of hang them next to each other, cattywampus or something along those lines. See, now you're doing it.
You're just so boring.
I know, right? No, I was looking for the picture. Anyway, I guess this is the picture. It's just a little ornament. It's really, really tiny. I think it's only like 2.5 square. And I don't know what direction it goes. Anyway, that's what I've gotten done on it so far. I thought I'd get it done and put that on an ornament. Or excuse me, on a Christmas tree. Words. And then the next one that I started was, it's out of Cross Country Stitching. It's clear back from '02. So, a long time ago. I love the stitches out of here. I know that, I've heard of people that have, they give all their stuff that they've done out of these books to the Goodwill, and they don't keep their stitches and stuff anymore, and I can't do that. I'm still as much in love with those stitches, and those old patterns from 30 years ago as I am the ones that I found yesterday. So, if I stitch it, it's going to hang on the wall until I'm dead and gone, and then the kids can decide what to do with it. But I want to do both of these, but I chose to do the rabbits for the, I can't remember what challenge it was.
I don't think you did the rabbits.
No, I was thinking that I'd done the rabbits for one of the, anyway. But that's what I've gotten done on them so far.
Where did you get the Ada?
This Ada, I think this was some of our Goodwill find.
Ah.
We went to the Goodwill one day. We went in looking for, it was when we were looking for, like, dresses or skirts or...
Jeans for Dalton.
Jeans for Dalton. Anyway, we went in looking for them, and we found a sack of Ada for 99 cents. And it was almost
packed.
all ate it. Yeah, I think there was a little tiny bit of linen in it. Like maybe 2 or 3 pieces. But the rest of it was all ate it, and it was almost all white. There was some 18, but the majority of it was 16 and 14.
Yeah, we let Dalton use the 18 because he can see better than us.
Anyway, that was one of those finds that we got. And then this one, this is like my new favorite.
I love this one.
And I look at it and I'm like, if I had chickens, this is what they would say to me, because my chickens are probably as bizarre as I am. So, check this out. Check out the picture. Check out the name of... Can you just not go, I have to have that? Yeah. I'm hanging it in my kitchen when it's done because I absolutely love chickens. Had chickens for years.
I feel like this would be every chicken on the planet, though. Have any of you guys seen Chicken Run?
Only mine. Oh my God. Right? So that's how much I got done. So this one,
that was what you used red for.
I did use this for the red for the, who was red? That was Harry Potter, right? Yeah. This was the 200 red that I had to do. So I absolutely love it. I can't wait to put more into that one. And then, I promise, I'm almost done. The pain is almost over. I picked this up at a yard sale like 1,000 years ago. And I kept saying, I'm going to get done, I'm going to get done, I'm going to get done. And finally, Preston's like, we need a clock for the living room. Because we don't have one. And our new words, TV box?
Not the TV box.
DVR.
No.
No. Anyway, the box...
It's what talks to the TV, that talks to the Wi-Fi, that talks to the internet, that talks to our carrier.
Yeah. That... all that? It's our Xfinity box. I thought it was the DVR. Anyway.
Hey, Dalton!
It had a clock on it. Well, when...
What's the thing that Poe sleeps on? The black box.
Is that the, like, the Xfinity box, or is that the DVR?
Black box.
It's the black box. The black box.
It's
if we
Poe's
crash,
bed.
Use that for research. So anyway, yeah, Poe lays on, or used to lay on it.
She still does.
This one doesn't get as warm as the other one did, and it's about half the size of the other one. Anyway, we're
going squirrel.
Getting off topic. But this one doesn't have a clock on the face of it like the other one did. It was more like a VCR or DVR, you know, something like that. So I thought, words. Oh yeah, and it talked too. Anyway, so I thought, screw it. I'm going to get this out and finally put it to work. And it has wools in it and all kinds of specialty threads in it that I haven't sewn with in a coon's age.
She keeps trying to steal my hedgehogs.
And this one, okay, so I did something I don't do. Don't do. So I am one of those people that I have to start in the middle and then, you know, work my way out. This one, you could not do that. You had to start at the end, or, you know, at the edges, because of the, for the way that the clock fit together and you've done all this stuff. So I actually had to measure the 3 in and 3 down. But check this out. So I got to looking at this pattern, and I've heard of this happening. It's never happened to me before. But the needle that was in here rusted, and so I went back and I looked at the date on this. This kit is from 1980. This kit is only 8 years younger than I am. So apparently that needle had been in there a long time. So when people ask me if I'm rusted, yes.
She still works better than I do, though.
Anyway, so that's the clock that I'm going to make to hang into our living room. And I think it's really fun. And my last mania starts, and I'm actually doing this one for my friend in Ohio. Ohio. She just got done with her cancer treatment, and she's a phenomenal woman. And I think I showed this in the last video that I was going to do this one. And so I actually put it into the rotation to do for Mania. And it ended up being, and I apologize, I've got my hoops and stuff on it. But you can see, oh, my nose. I've got some of the words done.
She did this for some homework also.
Yeah, and I can't remember what it was. Oh, something, it was last week's. It was something that was...
No, last week you did the wizard.
Last week I did the wizard. I can't remember what it was. Anyway, it was something that was really special to us, or I can't remember for sure. But anyway...
Words. You did it for the words.
No, I did the mother's quilt for the words. Anyway, the majority of my work obviously was in the vine up here. And that blue is storm clouds, water lilies. So it's got a variegation and whatnot to it. So
it's really pretty.
Anyway, that was my whips, or excuse me, that was my mania. And as far as the whips that I've put into work with Harry Potter,
you put in almost everything.
Almost everything, not quite. So,
ow.
I think, is there a needle in there? I'm sorry. So, I have put in the seahorse. And I'm hoping, so part of the homework for the, was it the extra credit stitching? I can't remember. Anyway, I put him in with the homework that we did. This one was, we had to do something with brown for Cedric. Is it Cedric?
No.
Cedric?
No, it's the Baron. No, not the Baron.
No. Anyway.
It's not Cedric. He's
no, Cedric was blue.
Yellow.
Yellow.
Bellatrix, or not Bellatrix.
No, she
Bobaxen was blue.
Anyway, whatever the brown homework was, I did some work on the basket down here. And this is one that I want to pick back up and eventually get finished. I started this project, I think I started this one before you were born. Oh, my nose is itching. Or maybe you were a baby when I started this one.
I don't know.
It was a long time ago. And something else, I'm going to diverge for just a moment. So, Morgan and I have done, this will be the third year, I think.
This is the second year I'll be doing it.
That we're doing the Joan in July. So you take a Joan Elliott project, and that's all you work on in July. And I think we mentioned that before too.
We talked about it.
I think about it. Anyway, so last year I didn't get to work on it because I had just had my surgery on my knee, and we had a lot of other things going on. So I think I worked on the wizard, but I didn't give it a whole lot of attention. No, you didn't start the wizard last year. Yeah, I did.
You started this one?
No, I've had this one going since before we left the Western Slope. And then 2 years ago, I finished her Bears on a Line. I'll have to show those to you. I have never showed those to you guys before.
I love them.
Anyway, but this year, I have 2 Joan Elliott's in the works, and I want to give both of them my attention. You'll have to come back to that. I'm showing this one because it's one of my whips.
Go ahead.
But I have got cat hair on my nose.
You're
it's
covered in cat hair.
nuts.
She's shedding so bad right now.
Words. Anyway, yeah, and birds flying into the windows. I want to get to work back and forth. I worked on the wizard, and I'll show you how much I've gotten done on him. I didn't enjoy working on him for my 1,000 Stitches homework this last week. I was like forced to. Yeah, it was. It was 1,000 stitches, and I didn't enjoy it. I mean, I had to force myself to finish my homework on that one. And so I think for July, I'm going to bounce back and forth every day so I can say that I've given them both attention between this one and the wizard. And again, sticking with Joan in July. And then that will be my penalty stitches for the homework group if I can apply them to the weekly homework that we have. So I get to do both challenges and get things done too. So anyway, this is how far I got. The extra credit was you had to...
It's not that blue, it's more turquoise.
Yeah, it's more turquoise. But you had to stitch... You were only supposed to do 200 stitches at something that lays eggs.
300.
200.
300.
200. Look it up. Anyway, because I looked at it twice, I thought it said 500. And so I did 500 on it. So anyway, but I'm essentially halfway done with it. So that one's going to be put into the Joan in July, so I can hopefully make some good progress. If not, get that one finished, because...
Do you want to start making another pile over there for those?
Okay.
Because I have the Leaning Tower of stitches over
there. So, you guys know what the Joan Elliott Wizard... Maybe Morgan will get her Joan Elliott
book
back
my
out.
book right now.
No, you just had it because you showed the cats in it.
You took it.
Oh, yeah, I did. Never mind. Anyway, that's how much I got done on the Wizard. So, he's in my whip pile too. Again, Joan in July.
Wonderful little Pearl has joined us.
Oh, yes. The mine is here. I don't know if I've showed you guys the mother's quilt since I worked on it, but
that was your words. Holy.
Yeah. So, this is my words.
Because
words. So, I got a little bit done on it. I think that one was 500 stitches too. And you don't think 500 stitches is that much until you get done. And you look at your befores and your afters and you go, wow, I'm awesome. And it's just a good incentive to not burn yourself out on a project you really don't want to work on, but still to make progress. This one, I've absolutely fallen in love with it all over again, except for the fact that it's anchor thread.
We've decided that we're just anti anything that's not DMC.
Yeah. Or I even had trouble. I sewed with Liberty. That was weeks, wasn't it? Yeah, it was weeks. The Liberty on the July one.
It was so rough, though.
It was awful. It was absolutely horrible. I made new words for that one too. Anyway, this is how far I got with the homework on the coffee cup. And that homework was work on something that you hadn't worked on for 6 months. I hadn't worked on this one for probably 3 or 4 years. Yeah,
5 years.
So that was a good incentive too. This one, oh, that's what that homework was. I bet that's what I did. So this homework was you had to do something, you had to, so SPEW, S-P-E-W, it's, help me out here, something to do with the elves. Failure. So anyway, each of those is an acronym for something to do with SPEW with Dobby and Hermione. Yeah. And so you had to stitch on something.
House Elves Welfare. Protecting Alice welfare, blah, blah, blah.
Anyway, so you had to either stitch something that started with an S, or you had to stitch something that its creator's name, one or the other names, was an S. So
and it went across the board for each letter.
Right, for S-P-E-W. So E is obviously a hard one, and I didn't have any Easter things going on. So I ended up, and I started this one quite a while ago.
Yeah, we started this right after your surgery.
Did I?
Yeah.
So, anyway, it's Emma Congdon
and you have
in her love. So, I put my, was it 500 stitches? No, it was 200 stitches in that one for my E, for that homework. And, sorry, everything just fell on the floor.
If nothing broke.
No, it was my magnet board. And then, I don't remember what the deal was with this one, but this was my flag bookmark that I was working on. And I can't remember what the homework was on that one, but anyway, I had made progress on that one as well. And I promise I'm almost done.
Sleeping was a thing, but I don't think we sleep in this house and all that.
It's overrated.
And cat hair is going everywhere because Girl's sleeping on my lap now.
The frogs was...
This is my favorite project that she has.
This one and Bengo are my two very favorite projects.
I love the frogs.
Where is my pattern at? Oh, I guess it's right there. Because words. So this one, the homework was you had to stitch...
Something with eyes.
Something with eyes, and then I did it for something else, too.
Maybe that was the other blue.
No, it wasn't blue. It was a yellow.
Oh, did you do that for Cedric?
I did the yellow for Cedric on this one. So that's what I got done on that one. And I absolutely love this one. I just have fallen in love with that pattern.
This is my favorite project besides Van Gogh.
Besides Van Gogh, yeah. And then this one I started for a friend who is no longer my friend. But I still love the pattern.
I told her if she would have changed the fabrics, the threads, I would have stolen it.
Well, yeah, I don't know. It's kind of growing on me. I can't remember which way I have done. I think it's this way. And
that was extra credit also.
Yeah, that was extra credit too. You had to do something that was similar to a maze, and that's actually what it's called. It's gossamer threads, but inside in the talking about it, it talks about it being a maze to work on. So I thought that was really cool. And then, of course, last but not least, and I'm doing this one for my homework this week for, what is it for?
1,000 Stitches.
On something that, the project that you absolutely love. So, I am almost done with the top half. So, I am so happy with this, and I am so enamored with this project. It's by far my favorite one I've ever done. And I think that's all. We've talked for almost an hour.
I think so.
I think that's all we've got.
Are we going to renew our drawings next week?
Yeah, hopefully we can get back on track with our drawings, and just get back on track with life in general. We're going to be gone here, as mentioned, later on. We'll be gone. It's not the end. Anyway, we're going to be gone for a few days, visiting colleges, so that might go into us doing our videos, but hopefully we can get back on task and at least come and irritate you guys more often. But you can tell we've got a lot of stitching done. We've had a lot of road time and a lot of other things going on, but hopefully after this week our lives will finally be back to normal and we can finally start. Yeah. I don't know if you can hear him or not, but he's singing
Tilt
very
the screen
loudly.
down.
Tilt the screen down. Do, 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 kitty.
So, he's laying across my lap like a baby right now.
Just kitty, kitty, kitty.
And he's purring and very content.
He's a very happy man. He's... I love my human. Alright, do we have anything else?
Nope. Be safe, have fun. If you're marching, if you have a kid marching, tell them wear sunscreen.
Kind of
Or
important.
football players, or soccer, or whatever sports are going on right now.
Sunscreen's important. I think that's it. Okay. Be kind. Take care of each other. Pay it forward. Thank you for coming and seeing us. Please tell your friends and family. Love to have new subscribers. Love to have, you know, new people to irritate. Apologize for the yawning. No, not really. We don't apologize for anything. We're brutally honest here.
Nor the laughing or the giggling at the beginning.
Shout outs. I do have a couple of those right quick. To Debbie, Creatively Yours. Absolutely love her projects. Go check her out. She's awesome.
Oh, Pearl. Okay, he wants to say bye.
Stitchy Witch 66. Go check out her castle. She and I were doing a stitch along together.
Oh, you forgot to show that.
I have not. Oh, I did work on that one for homework, didn't I? Anyway, I haven't got to put a whole lot of effort into that one, but hers looks, wow.
It's amazing.
It's incredible. She is doing a phenomenal job. Veronica, what is her page called?
Veronica X Stitch. Veronica Cross Stitch. Veronica.
Anyway, Veronica. She's working on the castle too. Phenomenal work. She does Marabella's. Oh, wow. Wow.
Stitching Mommy does too.
Stitching Mommy. Sarah. We watched that. Okay, Sarah, we're going to be honest. We watched that one for Cinnamon.
Cinnamon is like our jewel.
Cinnamon is awesome. Love the Cinnamon. Oh, and Lisa. Crafty Lisa? She's in the UK.
Yes, Crafty Lisa.
So we watch her. She's doing a Chatelaine. She also does, she's working on Persephone.
She's doing
but she has
Steam Heart.
Steampunk Heart.
No, Steam Heart.
Steam Heart. Anyway, she has a King Charles Cavalier. She has a Daisy. You need to go see Daisy. Daisy rocks.
Daisy is amazing.
Daisy's amazing.
Except for when she gets her squeaky toy.
Oh, yeah, but that's awesome. And then we have Jules. Jules just lives down the hill from us. She is Stitching Jules.
Yes,
Stitching Jules. She is hilarious. She talks
bumblebees.
about her bees all the time. She is so cool. And she does these monstrosity Haid projects. I think they're Haids. Maybe
Some of them she self-created.
I don't know. She's phenomenal.
She has a Star Wars one that she did that she created.
She's doing Boba Fett. Yeah,
Boba Fett she created on her own.
Did she do that one on her own? I don't know. She does phenomenal work. Go check her out too. I think those are our faves.
She's
those
in
are
the
the ones.
apothecary right now.
Yeah, she's working on. She does a weekly rotation thing. She's really fun. Go check her out too.
She goes squirrel a lot.
She does. She's funny. She's a sports fan, so I can relate. It's
She's
nice
going
to know
off
I'm
about
not the,
hockey right now.
Well, that's because the Blues are in the playoffs. You can't fault that. That's what it'd be like if it was the Super Bowl season and I was rooting for the Donkeys. I mean, come on.
Alright,
Okay. I think we're done. We've ranted enough.
Pearl
Check
says
out
I'm
those
done.
people. They're awesome videos. And thank you for sticking around and listening to us rant. I apologize for not being back for a month and a half. You got teenagers, you got a life, you've got everything going on that we do in our personal life. You know that, life gets in the way. So again, hopefully things will get back to normal. Would appreciate if you guys keep our fingers crossed. Like I said, we've got a couple big things coming up this week. We could use all the positive energy we could get.
Yeah.
So please send it to us if you could. Other than that, I think we're all good. And be kind.
That's all. Be
pay it
kind,
forward,
be good, and
stitch.
stitch.
And have a great day. Thanks for coming by.
Bye.
Bye.